Good morning, and happy Saturday from the farm. Welcome to another episode of Thinking Outside the Soil, where I talk about topics related to the farmers and ranchers that use hydroponic practices to grow the crops and creatures we need to eat. I am your host, Sean Short, and thank you for being with us on this beautiful morning. My mornings begin well before the sun comes up, and I never knew that chickens did too. It wasn't until I had a larger flock that I was able to tell that they could see and hear me as soon as I woke up. So now I am greeted with bird song from the darkness, and it makes for a really pleasant morning. It reminds me that I got started on my journey by feeding hydroponic fodder to my backyard chickens. And after I saw how beneficial it was to those backyard birds, it was a no-brainer to begin feeding this to larger flocks. So the hydroponic fodder graduated from backyard status to small-scale flock status pretty quickly. Even though our journey here at Blooming Health Farms with chickens was not nearly as quick. And that's because there was a farmer named Francesca Miller who helped me see how beneficial hydroponic fodder could be for chickens and other small-scale producers, specifically during these times here in Colorado when we're dealing with a drought. On March 2nd of 2023, so March 2nd of this year, I get to host a workshop for local producers in conjunction with Weld County Extension for those small-scale poultry producers that are interested in doing hydroponic chicken feed. Our workshop is going to be called Hydroponic Fodder for Small Poultry Producers, and we're holding an all-day workshop at the 4-H building in Island Grove Park here in Greeley, Colorado. Details will be in the box below for those of you that are interested. But real quick, before I talk more about my excitement with hydroponic fodder, if you like what you hear or have heard so far, please join the show and get me in your pocket for the mornings. Like, subscribe, leave a review, and check us out over on our Facebook page, Sean with Blooming Health Farms. And my Instagram handle is now Shawnee Alfalfa Seed. It is a name that the co-founder of Blooming Health Farms, Ryan Smith, nicknamed me after I started feeding the alfalfa to our chickens. And he goes, "Man, you are just a sprout guy." So the people around here know me as this character. And I was first approached by our local agronomist, Kat, to write a proposal for doing a workshop. And she first suggested that I do one on microgreens and the like. Microgreens are a better name for baby plants that are grown from about a week to 2 weeks, and they are more commonly and popularly fed to small producers, the birds or goats and sheeps that we have with some of these small scale producers. However, I said to her, "Hey, I've got a much better way." And so we sat down together and came up with a project, because what we see here in the area that we're at, so we are on the eastern plains of Colorado. And here, feed is a significant cost when producing poultry at small scales. And unlike ruminants, poultry and other monogastric species, they are extremely reliant on grain-based feeds for their growth and production. Farmers really rely on grain-based feeds. and the increasing cost of grain-based feeds directly impact small-scale producers. A recent report suggests the cost of corn and soy is going to increase by 15 to 20%. So it is a significant concern for small-scale poultry producers, especially ones that are unable to purchase large quantities of feed and get that reduced cost. They are also having limited options for being able to source those grains or even other alternative feedstuffs. Here, producers are increasingly considering ways in which they could offset their water use at different layers of their operation, at different parts of their operation, and including how their feed is grown and how their feed is sourced. Now, sprouting grain in a hydroponic system, or sprouting seed as we do with sunflower, can allow producers to have access to a high-quality feed alternative that's not going to be reliant upon these larger grain markets. The aim of our workshop is to be able to teach small-scale poultry producers to learn the basics of poultry nutrition, how to sprout the grains and seeds that I have had success with, and being able to build their own feed your flock fodder growth system from materials that I have been able to obtain and been able to modify and manufacture. So we're going to cover some simple ways that small-scale producers can do this themselves on the farm in an effort to create a publication for the public. So if they wanted to be able to do this themselves, they could access the Western SARE database and get a technical paper, as well as be able to show producers the other opportunities that they have for being able to take their feeding regimens to the next level. But that's all I really do have for you today. I want to remind you, if you like the show and like what you hear, or if there is anything else that you're interested in, please leave a comment, send me over an email, Sean@thinkingoutsidethesoil, SEAN. I love to read comments and hear any messages, and I do check out all of that stuff. So please, wherever you are, let me know what you like and let me know what you want. I'm here for both me and for you. If you want to know more about the hydroponic fodder workshop, check out the link below. And to know more about how hydroponic fodder helps farmers save water, improve livestock quality, and become better stewards, check out thinkingoutsidethesoil.com. You can head on over there right now, too, by the way, and get a free copy of my book, Thinking Outside the Soil. And all you have to do is send me your address, take care of the hard shipping costs, and I will rush a book to you within 7 days. So get your copy today, and don't miss out on becoming part of the next agricultural revolution. Thank you for being with us on another episode. Take care and have a lovely day. Hey, before you go, check out the links below. Leave me a rating and review, and follow the show. Don't forget to get yourself some of our Blooming Health blended sprouting mix. Our mix has been shown to get the best eggs and create the healthiest flocks. With feed costs going up, right now's the time to lock in a subscription so that you can get the best eggs without having to go to the grocery store or the feed store anymore. Check out the links below to get yourself some Blooming Health blended sprouting mix.